EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for July 7th, 2021. If you did watch yesterday's video, you saw me draw a corridor of severe weather expected for yesterday, and this is actually starting off with a radar review of the past 12 or so hours. And if you did miss that video, I'm going to stop the video here just a second here and show you where that corridor was. It was right in this area right here where we expected the severe weather. And I drew that corridor yesterday on the on one of the model images. And this is a radar loop here over the past, say, 12 hours or so. So I move this forward here. Had some storm initiation, some strong storms across northeast PA, which translated into northern New Jersey. And then we had another batch that initiated near the Lehigh Valley or thereabout, and then moved across central New Jersey, exactly in that corridor we expected for the severe weather to take place. We did have some isolated stuff outside of that window, which we explained could be possible, but the majority of the reports were going to be right in here. And if we look at the severe weather reports today, lo and behold, they're right in that corridor. Okay, that's exactly where most of the wind and hail reports were, right within that corridor. So, I don't do this on my own. I know I do the video every day. You see my face every day. I have meteorologists that work with me that have a behind the scenes that are behind the scenes you might not necessarily see or hear of or hear from, but they do an extensive amount of soundings work and model analysis, and they came up with that projection. They kind of feed me some information. We kind of collaborate throughout the evening prior to me doing the videos of what we can expect the next day. So I'll give you the same idea here for today, because we have another chance at some thunderstorms today, but I don't think this is going to be something that is nearly as active or as bad as what we saw here on Tuesday. The focus today is going to be generally along and north of I-78, it looks like. Okay, that's where most of the activity is going to be. Does not mean that anything south of that line, you can't get anything south of there, because you certainly can. But there is a cold front that's going to be situated off to our north today, and there's going to be a kind of a surface trough or leeward trough or thermal trough, what do you want to call it. It's going to be sitting over the area from southwest to northeast, from southwest PA over through northeast PA, and that's going to become the focus of some thunderstorms today. Again, I don't see it being a repeat of yesterday at all in terms of intensity and coverage. You could have an isolated severe storm, but that's going to be a very isolated thing. Okay, so nothing widespread or a big congealed line or anything like that. Not expecting that today. And here you can see the global models showing where that is over the interior portions of our coverage area today. At the same time, back to Hurricane Elsa. Should be making landfall in the Big Bend of Florida this morning or right around noon, somewhere around there. And it will be starting to move up the coast from there. We're going to keep an eye on that throughout the week, because we do think that what we hinted at in yesterday's video, that this might start coming a little bit more further inland than it originally projected, is now looking more likely. Okay, so I'll get to that in a second. First, let's get to the NAM high-res future simulator radar. I'm going to start this off at 3 p.m. So this is another mid-afternoon through mid-evening deal for storms today. And as I move this forward, you can see where they're following generally a along and north of I-78 deal. Again, you could have something further south, but I doubt it. It's going to be mostly a focus where that surface or thermal trough is, situated south of the warm front, which is up here in southern New York State. So you could have some storm initiation here. But I don't think this is going to be a widespread severe type thing. You could have something isolated. And for that reason, the Storm Prediction Center has a marginal risk over much of the area to cover these storms here. But again, this is a mid-afternoon to mid-evening threat. This goes through 9 o'clock right here at the end of the loop. This is 9 o'clock right here. And then we're pretty much wrapped up after that point, which is something isolated. I mean, most of the activity is going to be between 3 and 9 from northwest to southeast. Different direction of storm motion. Yesterday was northwest to southeast. Today's more southwest to northeast. But you're going to have another chance at thunderstorms moving through those areas I mentioned, and that should be in and out for that. Once we get to Wednesday, we have the cold front that's going to start moving toward the region, to Thursday. And I'm sorry, as we move ahead to Thursday, the cold front's going to start moving toward the region, but it's going to get to our western areas, I think. It doesn't get too far eastward. And then this now tropical storm, as it's over the southeastern United States, is going to make its way northward and prevent the cold front from coming completely through the region. Okay, it's going to slow it up a little bit. Our focus is now going to be on Elsa and the remnants thereof. This looks like it's going to pass right over near Ocean City, Maryland, or maybe southeastern Delaware, and then move up into just off the coast of Atlantic City. But you have a lot of moisture on the northwest side of this that's going to bring us some rain on Thursday night, it looks like. So we have some scattered showers and thunderstorms during the day here on Thursday. We'll have showers closest to frontal boundary out in our western zones. And east of the boundary, you'll have some thunderstorm chances. Not severe, though, it doesn't look like. So you'll have some thunderstorms popping ahead of the boundary. And then once we have, this boundary still all the way out here by the time we get to Friday morning. So this is going to move through on Thursday night, it looks like, and wrap up early Friday morning, and Elsa moves away. And then we have a cold front that's going to move through later in the day here on Friday, and there could be some scattered showers and thunderstorms as the front moves through on Friday. So, originally the front was supposed to come through Thursday, now it's Friday because Elsa is a little bit further west. And the reason it's coming a little bit further west, and it's not just this particular model showing this, I can show you this on the NAM too, it's doing the same thing. First, here's you see where the cold front is here just after noon on Thursday. So with some scattered showers there, and then you have some thunderstorms popping ahead of that frontal boundary. And then here comes Elsa's remnants at this point. Should be maybe a weak tropical storm or depression at this point. So the wind is not going to be a real big concern for our region. It's really the rain. And the rain with this is going to come through during the evening and continue into the overnight and might wrap up very early Friday morning. So you can get some decent amount of rain with this, maybe a quick 1 to 2 inches of rain out of that in some spots. And we'll have that narrowed down where and how much for each location as we get further in time here. Probably tomorrow we'll have a better handle on that specific aspect of things. But the reason is bringing this rain a little bit further northward is the mid-level flow is becoming more meridional, which is a more north-south alignment, and it allows breathing room for this to come a little bit further west. At least part of this precipitation will come further west. We will get a decent soaker here, it looks like, on Thursday night. It's going to be when most people are sleeping. You have some rain overnight associated with this. It's not going to be something that drops 4, 5, 6 inches of rain like tropical systems do because it's moving relatively quickly, okay? So this shouldn't be hanging around, and it moves up into New England here on Friday night and Saturday. And then we're left with a partly cloudy day, it looks like, here in the wake here on Saturday. So that'll be your next completely dry day that we're dealing with this week. And then after that point, we have another cold front trying to move through the region on Sunday, but Sunday. The cold front that comes through on Friday, it'll be south of the region on Saturday. It might try to nudge north here on Sunday, but most guidance is keeping this further south of our region. It might lead to a completely dry weekend, so you keep your fingers crossed for that one. But it will be on the cooler side, near average, near to maybe very slightly below average. Temperatures kind of like in the lower to middle 80s. Okay, so that's not too bad for both Saturday and Sunday. And then this is going to move forward, move northward as a warm front here on Monday. Sunday night, Monday, you could have a few showers with that. And then Tuesday, we have just an isolated chance for a thunderstorm as the next system gets ready to move in. So a lot going on there. But again, the focus here in the next 24 hours is going to be on the convection today that we're expecting along and north of I-78. It shouldn't be too bad, comparatively speaking, to what we had yesterday. And then the track of Elsa, which is, of course, it's a hurricane again. It regained hurricane strength. It's on the west coast of Florida, just west of Tampa. It should be making landfall this morning or maybe early afternoon at the latest, and it should move up the coast in this manner here. But because of that flow in the mid-levels being more north-south, we could have some rain here that's going to get all the way into eastern Pennsylvania and not just confined to New Jersey and Delaware like it looked yesterday. And this was certainly a possibility with this cone of uncertainty in terms of track. So, quick in and out, maybe an inch or two of rain overnight Thursday night from that, but that should be it as it looks right now. I'm EPA WA meteorologist Bobby Marchus. That is your outlook for July 7th, 2021. Have a great Wednesday.